What up, y'all? dcfaygoguy up here on CarnivalSpirits. There is a brand new Hatchet Herald. That means it is time for What's Happening Now, a current look at the Hatchet happenings. There's actually been a couple issues that dropped towards the end of last year, which I did not cover. There was a lot of shit going on for me personally, and I'm going to be quite frank with you. When Violent J does these, he fucking does a lot of fucking chit-chatting. And my eyes are kind of fucked up anyways, so I didn't really feel like reading all that shit. I know that's a shitty ass excuse, but I thought I'd come correct with 2016, so let's fucking do this shit right. It is Violent J, of course, doing a new one, so let's just jump in it and start fucking reading what he says. He says, happy fucking holidays, y'all. I hope y'all got all the shit you wanted. I hope your woman gave you some warm holiday skins and your mom's cooked you fat. Or, I hope your mom's cooked you juicy ass ham bones and all that good shit. I sincerely hope y'all had a good ass time. I got some fresh news for y'all to kick off 2016. The first thing y'all should know is that 2016 is all about the new. New flavor, new antics, new tactics, new products, new. That's this year's theme. I'll get into some new flavor in a minute. First, let me talk about Juggalo Day weekend. February 19th at St. Andrews Hall and February 20th at Harpo's Concert Hall, both in Detroit, murderous. First off, February 19th at St. Andrews Hall is all sold out. The main act that night is the first ever full performance of the Killjoy Club. We just hope everything goes smooth and Crunchy Black gets out of jail in time like he's supposed to, because if he don't, then we're going to have Lil White take his place and do his lines. But like I said, he's supposed to be out of jail well before then, so unless he beats somebody down or gets caught raping a bud or something, we should be all good. Also on the sold out show at St. Andrews Hall is the son of Eazy-E himself, Lil E, along with DJ Yella from NWA, performing a dope-ass set of Eazy-E classics. Plus earlier in the day is a whole card from JCW Wrestling, which is going to be awesome. There will be many more acts added to the lineup at the St. Andrews Hall show, but we're still putting the flavor together. The very next night at Harpo's Concert Hall on February 20th is the big one. That motherfucker is headlined by ICP performing the second Joker's card, The Ringmaster, in its entirety. Plus, also on the show together with ICP for the first time in many years, Isham the Unholy will be killing it on stage. Also, just added to this already massive show is the band whose energy ignites riots almost every time they play. I'm talking about King 810. That's right, just peep out one of their videos on YouTube, and I'll bet you end up destroying your own bedroom for no reason. Also on the show, causing mass pandemonium, being announced here for the very first time is Mushroom Head. Fuck yeah, dude, Mushroom Head is the shit. And performing for the very first time in Detroit Murderous is none other than Molly Gruesome. Now, I have to be honest, your chances of landing some tickets to this show are pretty slim because, no lie, there are less than 200 tickets left to this show, and we do not expect those tickets to last much longer. So if you want to have any kind of chance of seeing this incredibly fresh show, I wouldn't even wait until finishing reading this Hatchet Herald. You should just drop what you're doing right now and try to scoop up them tickets. Juggalo Weekend in Detroit 2016 will be no ho. So if you guys want to pause this shit, go get your tickets. I'm all cool with that. But make sure you come back. Even provide some fucking links here. Quit popping up, bitch. So scrolling on down. See, the only thing I don't like about when Violent J does this shit, he doesn't really split it up for you and show you the different things he's going to talk about. It's all in one big ass fucking paragraph. So shut the fuck up. Now I want to talk about the Fresh charity tour that went out last December that featured JCW and a whole bunch of groups, including yours truly, doing a solo set along with my brother Jump Steady as my hype man. The tour was cool enough and all that, but flat out we just weren't happy with the draw. Tickets went on sale way too late, number one, and number two, it was mainly billed as a JCW show first and a concert second, and JCW just doesn't really usually draw that well. Plus, it was right before Christmas and Ninjas didn't have hardly any money to spare even to help out the kids to the St. John's Children's Hospital of Illinois. So even though I said I would never do another solo show again after this tour, the fact is I lied. We are doing more dates, this time on the West Coast. We're talking the tour all the way over to the other side of the country, and this time the lineup is different, and it's a full concert with no JCW wrestling. The lineup is as follows. First off, 2 local openers from each city will grace the stage doing their thing in front of their hometown crowd. Then it's time for the super hottie with the slammin' sounds herself, Nova Rockefeller, to take the stage and blow shit up into dust particles. After the venue has been destroyed and all that's left is the stage and the sound system in the middle of an open field with a crowd of juggalos standing there, yours truly, Violent J, will take the stage this time, performing a full set of juggalo classics. Yes, ninjas, we're just not satisfied with the money we made the kids of St. John's Children's Hospital, so we're going to get out there and earn some more, and hopefully when we're through, we will be bringing home a fat bag of loot for those sick kids. Thank you all to the acts and the wrestlers that performed on the last charity tour, and thank you to all the ninjas who came out and supported the cause. But the simple fact is, there is just more work to be done. These last few rare and exciting Violent J tour dates are as follows. March 14th is in Seattle, Washington. March 15th will be Portland, Oregon. March 17th will be Salt Lake City, Utah. March 18th is Grand Junction, Colorado. March 19th is Denver, Colorado. March 20th in Albuquerque, New Mexico. March 21st in Phoenix, Arizona. March 23rd, Las Vegas, Nevada. March 24th, Los Angeles, California. And March 25th in Oakland, California. Yeah, that is one thing about that charity festival tour. There was not a lot of ninjas there. It was actually a very small show, which surprised the shit out of me, but apparently it wasn't just our show that was that way. It was everywhere. So there will also be a $50 meet and greet available in case you want pictures or some shit autographed by the Duke of the Wicked, with all profits going straight to the kids of St. John's Children's Hospital of Illinois. Now, of course, Shaggy would normally be joining me on this tour, but the plan is to wrap and tape him up good for the Juggalo weekend shows so he can get through those in one piece, and then let him continue to heal up 100% so that when we launch the mighty Riddle Box Tour in May, he will be perfectly ready to throw down all across the country, as well as finally invading Canada. There's some news for you. Now, we got some new flavor to tell you about. If you've ever read and enjoyed the book Behind the Paint, now you can check it out again, this time with additional flavor added to it. And check this out. You ain't even gotta read it. You can just lean your big ass head back and close your eyes and hear it all as it's told to you, because finally, after more than 10 fucking years, it's coming out in audiobook form. Hell yeah, dude, that is the shit. Unfortunately, that's bad news for me, because if you didn't know, I was actually working on doing an audio fucking book style recording of Behind the Paint. I've only done the first 2 chapters. I don't know what the hell happened. I just totally fucking stopped doing it. But I guess that's cool. But my whole point of doing that audiobook was, one, the Boy Blue is the only one that has any Behind the Paint readings, and let's just face it, fucking watching Boy Blue kind of is stale. And the other reason was to help maybe provoke them to do an audiobook, and it's finally fucking coming. So right on, I guess, mission accomplished without even attempting it. All right, that's right. You can listen to the entire story of our childhoods all the way up to the release of the first 6 Joker's card, including the previously untold story of Hell's Pit as told by me, Violent J himself. When this bad boy is released at Gathering 17, what better way to spend the long-ass car ride back home than to sit and listen to the entire story of ICP being told straight out of the horse's motherfucking big-ass mouth. This special audiobook will be released on USB as well as through download. It's not coming out on CD though, because that would be like 12 CDs or some shit, and that's just too many. Plus, hardly anybody buys CDs anymore anyway. I'd fucking buy it, dude. That'd be fucking awesome. The truth of the matter is, we at Psychopathic have many, many super cool products coming out this year. That's why the official theme of this year is new, but we can't tell you about them all just yet. But each and every Hatchet Herald, we promise to reveal more and more awesome flavor you would never expect us to put out. Just a hint, we've got not 1, but 2 brand new ICP documentaries coming out this year that are going to fry your fucking brain piece. There's no fucking in there, but that's awesome as fuck. Plus, we got a new book coming out and all kind of exciting shit. The funny thing is that ninjas, that they know all there is to know about the Wicked Clowns, but the truth is there is so much more to tell you that we have to slowly let bits of flavor out so you don't overdose and explode right in your shoes. Speaking of new flavor, I'm going to let my brother Jumpsteady tell you about something we got coming out that is ultra fucking devastating and will provide you and your crew with hours and hours of endless entertainment. Rob, let those fools know what time it is on the new you got coming out. Son of a bitch. Jumpsteady's Journal. What up, motherfuckers? As you know, we have a lot of new flavor in the works up here at Psychopathic Records that we are excited about as we get things popping for the new year. For those ninjas that were able to get their hands on ICP's Fandom Extra Spooky Edition CD, you have already seen the ad showcasing some of this upcoming flavor. I want to take a moment to talk to you about one of those projects that I have been personally working on that has me hyped as fuck, and that is the Juggalo card game known as Into the Echoside. That's kind of a cool little promo picture right there, though, that's for sure. For those of you who don't know, I have been an avid gamer since I was in elementary school and have played everything from Dungeons and Dragons to Pokemon and everything in between. Right on, dude, man. I was a big time fucking Pokemon fan. Since my childhood, I have been directly involved in the creation of several games, including the Pendulum role-playing game, which you can still find online, Morton's List, and Quest for Shangri-La, all of which I am very proud of and consider to be a part of my life's work. To me, there is no greater joy on this planet than gaming and creating games, and that is why it has been my immense privilege and joy to have been able to spend the last several months creating this card game for our Juggalo family. Before I get into what the card game is, I wanted to give props to my friend Lewis Simpson, who I met while doing EMS and is now a close friend of mine. Because it was his idea of doing this card game in the first place. Together we have put our collective 50 plus years of game experience to the test, along with valued insight from our nerdy crew, to devise the dopest game we could conceive. I also want to thank the motherfucking Don Mega of all artists to ever grace the planet, who has more than enthusiastically joined us as the third member of our creative team, none other than Tom Wood. His artwork, which is featured above and is the box cover, speaks for itself. He is working his magic daily to bring everything to life with straight up masterpieces of art that have been flipping our wigs into the stratosphere on spiraling trails of twinkling stardust and flame. When I tell you we have the best team to make this the dopest game ever, I do not boast. Okay, so now what is it and how do you play? Into the Echoside is what has become commonly known in the gaming industry as a deck building game. Over the past 4 years or so, these games have become very popular in the gaming world and are extremely fun and addictive to play. In a nutshell, everyone who is playing starts off with a small deck of cards that provide various resources. Then through the course of the game, players will obtain more and more powerful cards to add to their deck, making it stronger so they can achieve the highest level of power necessary to win the game. Into the Echoside is a Juggalo version of deck building game where players delve into the deepest levels of the Nether Void, gain allies from some of the most notable characters in the Juggalo universe, and fight creatures of infinite evil to aid them in their quest to halt the evil that threatens to consume the mortal realm. So it's kind of like a Yu-Gi-Oh slash Pokemon trading card game shit that's coming out. I can definitely dig this, you know. Like I said, man, I was into Pokemon for a hot minute when I was a teenager, young kid into teenager. I actually still have all my fucking Pokemon cards. That's how fucked up that is. Into the Echoside features gameplay and a theme that is unique to any other deck building game. It includes everything you need to play, including a game board, 12-sided die, rule book, and over 220 cards that pay homage to everything Juggalo love. There are 6 different types of cards in the game: Dark Carnival, Psychopathic, Underground, Item, Fiend, and Epic, each one representing a person, character, song, or theme from the Juggalo world. There are such cards as Juggalos, Moonglorious, Verily, Mr. Whitesuit, The Riddle Box, Rude Boy, DJ Clay, Psychopathic Riders, Whitney Payton, Cottonmouth Kings, Boondocks, Jimmy Madrox, Black Eyed Children, Murder Cloak, Chuck the Chainsaw, Cartoon Nightmares, Mr. Rotten Treats, and Boogeyman, just to name a very, very few. Players will have the opportunity to wield the powers bestowed upon them by some of their favorite artists and characters. Each game takes less than an hour to play, is meant for 2 to 4 players of ages 13 and up, and will retail for around $40 to $45. The game will be released at the Gathering of the Juggalos this year, making it available for the first time on July 20th, 2016. There will also be a promo pack of 3 cards, Wizard of the Hood, Hatchet Man, and Inner City Posse, that you can only obtain if you purchase the game during its pre-sale. Details to come at a later date, or if you purchase the game at the Gathering itself. If you want to check out the developing website dedicated to the game, you can check it out here at www.intotheechoside.com. In closing, I want to add that we have been playtesting this game for a while now, and I can say with extreme confidence that I am very happy with the play of the game. It is so engaging that whenever I do play test it, I quickly forget about everything else and I'm just trying to formulate my strategies so I can win. I am so proud of this game, and it has been so rewarding to be able to be a part of such a talented team who are creating something so uniquely entertaining for our family. This has been one of my most personally rewarding projects I have ever worked on at Psychopathic Records. I'm fucking excited for this shit now. Also, for those attending the gathering this year, we will have a demonstration tent set up for those who wish to play test into the Echoside and learn firsthand how to play tournaments for the game. Will also be included in the Dark Carnival Games Con that will be taking place toward the later part of the year to find out who will be the best of the best. This is a good time indeed for Juggalo gamers, but even if you don't consider yourself a gamer, give this one a try when you have the chance. You may just be surprised at how addictive this game can be. So until the gathering, the only question that remains is, do you dare delve into the deepest levels of the Nether Void? Wow, that's got me excited. Like I said, man, I was into Pokemon for a hot minute. I never actually fucking set the cards up in battle order or nothing, but I was more into the show and the game than I was necessarily playing the card game. You know, I was just kind of collecting the cards because you love the show. But this sounds exciting, you know. I have the Quest for Shangri-La board game, which doesn't get played a whole lot because every time I play, it's usually just me and one other person. And let's just face it, that's a very short game. So I would probably play that more if I had more people to play with. But this sounds like this could be something interesting to go along with it. So that is actually everything for this issue of the Hatchet Herald. There a couple times I was fucking stuttering a little bit and having trouble. Like I said, I have terrible eyes. So if you've made it this far into the video, thank you for sticking along and listening to me fucking ramble on and try to read. But, and as you can tell, this is a new recording format. I actually downloaded a fucking screen recorder, and that must be why it keeps saying that my computer is running so slow. But definitely got a new way of recording this instead of looking at my iPod. So definitely hope to do more of these in the future, as well as have a better recording of backwards as well, which there will be one of those coming up in the near future. So definitely stick around to Carnival Spirits. You can check out my channel. I've got some reviews going on, getting ready for some Blaze Your Dead homies. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys around in 2016. Let's make this a big year on YouTube too. So thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.